The most incredible futuristic cars we'll never drive are concept cars. They frequently have interior displays that look stunning, but are excessively distracting for drivers, as well as self-driving technology that isn't currently permitted for public roads. The exterior designs of these concept cars are also amazing because the designers have virtually unlimited freedom to incorporate the automaker's design language into a vehicle that is exempt from legal requirements. Nevertheless, elements of these futuristic ideas eventually make their way into vehicles that are marketed to consumers. Here are 7 of the most incredible electric concept cars that represent the direction of consumer EVs in the future. The first car of the future is Lamborghini Terzo Millennio. The Terzo Millennio, one of Lamborghini's first electric car concepts, was unveiled in 2017 and featured an incredible exterior design and an original all-electric drivetrain. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, faculty, and Lamborghini worked together to develop a concept design for an all-electric sports automobile. Instead of using traditional lithium-ion batteries in the Terzo Millennio, Lamborghini chose to use the same supercapacitors found in the V12-powered Aventador. In a press release, Lamborghini stated that it aspires for its upcoming energy storage systems to deliver high peak power and regenerate kinetic energy with minimal influence from aging and cycling during the vehicle's life. In 2019, a Lamborghini Sián FKP37 with limited production that was powered by a hybrid V12 engine debuted with this concept technology. Supercapacitors provide several advantages over conventional lithium-ion batteries, including the ability to produce 3 times as much power while weighing just 1/3 as much. Supercapacitors also have the advantage of charging fast via regenerative braking and having an instantaneous power release. Lithium-ion batteries, on the other hand, require a lot more time to charge and then continuously discharge power. The Terzo Millennio also stands out by having electric motors built right into the wheels, enabling 4-wheel drive. Large lithium-ion batteries and electric motors taking up space elsewhere in the car make it impossible to design the outside of the vehicle with the distinctive angles and aerodynamic components that are now conceivable. The second super hyped EV in this video is the Mercedes Vision EQXX. Mercedes' newly unveiled all-electric luxury car, the EQS, has garnered a lot of attention, but its Vision EQXX concept has received less attention. Mercedes succeeded in producing a premium vehicle with a range of more than 600 miles. This concept automobile served as a showcase for Mercedes' upcoming battery technology, which would be used in its production cars. In several ways, the Vision EQXX increased its range to nearly 620 miles, 1,000 kilometers. The vehicle's appearance is first intended to minimize drag as much as feasible. The EQXX has a low profile, sloping roofline, and many aerodynamic features including active rear diffusers and front flaps that open up at greater speeds to help it cut through the air effectively. The air that flows underneath the Vision EQXX's cooling plate also aids in cooling the vehicle's electronics, preventing the need for additional fans and fancy cooling components and lowering the weight and electric motor power requirements. Mercedes' battery pack is now 30% lighter and 30% more effective than rival solid-state battery packs thanks to an improvement in energy density. The roof of the Vision EQXX, which has 117 solar panels to maximize additional range, is another intriguing feature. The navigation system in the automobile is powered by a solar roof, which means the main battery pack doesn't have to power it. The solar booster, according to Mercedes, increases the range by more than 2%, adding up to a good 25 kilometers on a voyage of over 1,000 kilometers, according to the company's press statement. These seemingly unimportant design details come together to form an incredibly efficient EV. The third amazing wheel of the future is Sony Vision S02 at CES 2020. Sony debuted the Vision S02 to showcase its design aesthetic and, of course, its stunning inside displays. The appearance has a low-sloping roofline, rounded body lines, and brilliant LED headlights, which are typical for EVs. The S02 is a significantly taller compact SUV, whereas the S01 is a sedan that debuted at CES 2020. Sony wants to create the Vision S02 at a Level 2 self-driving car, using its expertise in technology. To achieve this, Sony equipped the car with CMOS image sensors and LiDAR to identify obstacles in its route, such as pedestrians and other dangers. Both cars have stunning screens that span the whole length of the dashboard, which is just one of the many futuristic displays we're looking forward to seeing in terms of inside technology. To make navigating the user interface easier, Sony included gesture controls and voice instructions. They also added a 5G connection so that passengers could browse the web and stream media. Sony notes that it will also feature other entertainment options, such as the ability to stream PlayStation games straight from the car's 5G connection, or play them via remote link to your home console. A top-notch sound system and a service dubbed Bravia Core for Vision S that allows movie playback on both the front panoramic screen and the screens in the back seat are also provided. Although a release date has not been set, we are interested to see which of these features Sony Mobility's cooperation will bring to upcoming electric automobiles. The amazing Lincoln Star concept is our fourth stop. According to a press release, Lincoln plans to establish a name for itself in the EV market, as well with the debut of its line of 3 electric vehicles by 2026. With an angular shape, a low profile, flat roof, and a sequential bar taillight at the back, the appearance is beautiful. With retractable screens, enough room for passengers in the back seats, and ambient lighting throughout, Lincoln ups its inside game. The Lincoln Star concept's beautiful lighting and opulent interior are mostly highlighted in the film. But it also boasts some interesting technology that adds to the overall appeal of the vehicle. With the help of its upcoming driver assistance feature called Park for Me, Lincoln's intelligence system will enable its future electric vehicles to park themselves. This suggests that the company's upcoming self-driving electric cars will have at least Level 2 driver assistance, enabling the vehicle to steer itself within lanes, identify potential hazards, and other functions. The Polestar Precept is our 5th high-tech car of the future. To demonstrate Polestar's design philosophy and its commitment to using sustainable materials in the construction of each of its vehicles, the Precept was introduced in February 2020. In a press release for Precept, Polestar stated that the Polestar 5 will be the name of the final product. What's new about the Precept when Polestar has previously demonstrated its capabilities with the Polestar 1 and 2's stunning interior and external design? The Thor hammer headlights, which are still there but are now divided by the center panel, are still a distinguishing feature of the Polestar Precept's design language. The panoramic sunroof on the Precept is extended even further to the back of the car for improved sight and a roomier interior. The brilliant bar taillight is retained as well. The use of sustainable, vegan materials in the interior construction of every Polestar car is one of its most significant features. The Precept's interior panels are manufactured without the use of plastic, thanks to the utilization of natural nylon fibers. In addition to using recycled bottles to create the yarn used in the 3D knit seat coverings, Polestar also utilizes them to create the yarn. By using this method, the complete seat cover may be constructed in a single piece, saving the resources often necessary to sew the various seat components together. Our 6th pick, Lotus Evija, which is pronounced Evija, is another supercar that will blow your mind away. If you are fortunate enough to get your hands on one, let alone can afford one, his automobile is a force of nature, simply pure, unbridled power. The British automaker Lotus hasn't released a new car in precisely 11 years. But if you're a lover of Lotus, this may be the vehicle you've been looking forward to for a long time. The brand new Evija is a hypercar that runs entirely on electricity and has a mind-blowing 2,000 horsepower. Let's further break that down, though. The car contains 4 motor generators in each of its 4 wheels, which together produce 493 horsepower, or around 2,000 horsepower. Expect the Evija to accelerate you from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in less than 3 seconds and reach a peak speed of 349 kilometers per hour with all this power at your disposal. The car will also boast one of the world's quickest battery packs, with a claimed ability to charge a drained battery to 80% capacity in just 18 minutes. Up to 402 kilometers should be achievable on a single charge. Although not entirely novel, the design is striking and somewhat reminiscent of earlier Lotus vehicles. This car made the list only for what it stands for, a highly powered EV. EVs were once seen as a less potent alternative to their combustion-powered cousins. But today, almost every major manufacturer is developing a flagship electric model that can keep up with the fastest gasoline-powered cars. In the following year or two, we hope to see the Lotus Evija on the road. However, there won't be many of us. Only 130 will be produced, and each one will cost about $2 million. The 7th and last super wheel of the video is the Rolls-Royce Vision 103EX, designed for 2035. The Rolls-Royce 103EX, which is marketed as a 2035 model, resembles an upgrade of many Rolls-Royce designs from a century ago with unmistakably modern advances. It is almost as long as a compact RV and longer than most SUVs at over 19 feet, although it is only meant to hold 2 people. The extremely lengthy front end takes up the majority of that length. You may assume that the front end must house a huge engine, but since this car is all electric, there isn't one there. That vast area is set aside for luggage because allegedly, people in 2035 won't think it's a good idea to pack lightly. Well, if you like to have control, this is not for you because it doesn't have a steering wheel, gas pedals, or any other type of controls. These controls don't exist. The spirit of ecstasy, also known as Eleanor, the computer AI that controls this vehicle, responds to your voice requests and helps you with whatever task you need to complete while driving. I know it gives the Knight Rider vibes. This automobile is made to be driven by itself and saves you the cost of a driver. With that, we mark the end of this futuristic video. Do let us know in the comments below what will be your wheels of the future.